I dropped my truck off over by his brother's house.
All right, Samuel, somebody phone on? I got it.
Look at him. He was there, then he was moved on. So the mother God started speaking.
Because we live now. I want to make sure the sound.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, he was there. Yeah, but you seen him before we died the cancer.
Yeah, I'm going to hit the mic.
Oh, it's still acting up?
Oh, we good.
Okay. That demon thing.
Yeah,
because basically what brothers was getting into, man, is that this truth ultimately is a brotherhood, man. Okay, people talk about the camps and stuff like that. Camps are really supposed to be a brotherhood, you know. The scriptures are what's that? Hebrews 13:1, if I'm not mistaken. It says let brotherly love continue. And Yahushua, he has said that one of the second greatest commandment is to love your brother. You know?
And all through here all day.
There's certain scriptures in the law, right, where if something dies of itself, you're not supposed to give that to an Israelite man. You can give that to a stranger, and that goes also to the false doctrines and the false ways of living, man. You're not supposed to be telling an Israelite, it's okay to rebel against order, because this is about order. It's about structure. This is one of the reasons why our people went into slavery. You got that scripture?
Yeah. It's Hebrews 13:1. It says, let brotherly love continue.
And brotherly love in the Hebrew is Philadelphia. Okay? That's why they call the city of Philadelphia the city of brotherly love. Right. Which shows you that this is all Egypt, all over again, and Greece, But the point is that inside of this world that we live in, right? That us as Israelites, we're supposed to be having holding ourselves to a certain conduct, especially among one another. The scriptures talk about don't hate your brother. You know what I'm saying? And don't suffer sin upon your neighbor, man. What about that? You got hatred in your mind for a brother, man. And it's like all the Israelites are gonna come from different walks of life. We all gonna come from a different walk of life. So just because a brother may come in and he may not speak, the hood language. Let's say somebody come from out of the county somewhere. Yeah. You still supposed to show that man the respect that you showed another person. The respect.
As long as they speaking truth.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. John 4:22. Baba Kasar. Because the thing is, man, at the end of the day, like the scriptures say, our people went into the curses being under us or over us because we didn't keep what the Lord the what's inside the scriptures. And our job is us coming together, right? We seen what it was like to not keep the scriptures. So let's try to do what's right. That's why the book of Malachi 3:16 talks about the book of remembrance, man. Okay? That was written before them that thought upon the Lord's name. Okay? And it says, then you shall return, right? The last verse. Then you shall return. And I know we call it that. Can you get that one? You can hold that one. Malachi 3 and what is it? Like 15. It's the last
Yeah, got you.
The last one.
Yeah.
Second to the last one. Yep. 3 and 16. Yeah, 16.
It's Malachi 3, 3 and 16. It says, then they that feared the Lord spake often. It says one to another.
Right. And you got to know, when the men of the Lord that feared the Lord, right, you fear Yahweh Shemel Shah, okay, you speaking unto one another, okay? And you might have a conversation like, yo, why homeboy over there going crazy over his woman? You know? Why is such and such getting shot down in the street? That's why when you come into this knowledge, the scriptures talk about putting a mark on all the men that side cry for all the abominations. You know? Why are our people in the conditions that we're in? You know? Because you fear the Lord. You know, if you believe in God, you fear Yahweh Shem Shah, you know, and you wondering why things are going on. The scriptures talk about stay yourselves in wonder. You know, they're drunk but not with strong drink. You know, these people are drunk off the philosophies of the so-called white man. Okay? You got it out.
I don't get why these so-called white people walk by here like they're innocent all of a sudden. You know?
Microphone.
Microphone fell. You keep speaking if you want. I don't know how to.
Yeah, that was scripture.
I don't know
It
how
talks
to.
about, you know, it said, it started off with them they that fear the Lord. You know? So a brother may go through some stuff, right? And brothers just wonder, like, you know, why the brother acting like that? You know?
Yep.
Like, what can we do to try to help this brother out? Right? We see a brother going through something, right? And next thing you know, you just looking at the brother like, man, just go ahead and take, you know?
Yeah.
Just deal with that. Of course, we you know, you got to man up as a man. We got to all man up and say,
You have to take it, but it's also about helping out too.
yeah,
You know, building the brother up.
yeah. That's what niggas do.
Come on. Yeah.
Niggas do that. You see a brother maybe struggling in whatever area financially or whatever. You try to help the brother out. But I think somebody had mentioned that a nigga have like 3 houses, right?
Oh yeah, keep that shit to himself. Yo.
Keep that shit to himself.
Lie about it and everything. I ain't got no space.
Right. But you gotta be circumspect now because you can't give a nigga shit in this society.
Oh yeah, they fuck it up.
Niggas ain't they're unthankful.
Yeah.
You know?
Come on.
But a man of the Lord that's preaching, you know, Yahweh Shem Shah, we supposed to be in the mindset of trying to help that brother out. You know? But niggas don't do that. So when we see somebody going through something, we supposed to be speaking, you know, one to another. We fear Yahweh Shem Shah. Hey, what can we do to help this brother out? You know? But you got it out.
That's right. That's right, Con. Hey, you're absolutely right. This is continuing on. It says, and the Lord hearkened and heard it, and a book of remembrance was written.
And that's these scriptures, man.
Yep.
Okay? Because we gotta remember the people that had the faith in the Lord, that the scriptures talk about the any fear of the Lord, right? It was forsaken. You know? You if you in this truth, you gotta realize that the Lord brought you into this truth. He gave you his name for you to rely on him. You know?
Yep.
And brothers had made the point, right? You can't be a brother to a nigga, right? But if you're a brother, then you gotta allow another brother to be a brother to you. You know? Because we're trying to receive that reward too from Yahweh Shem Shah. So we gotta do it with what's necessary. You know? But you got it out.
Yep. Hey, you go.
What happened?
Guy with the,
Peter
twist.
Griffin.
Yeah. He's back again. What it say? It says, and a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared the Lord.
Right. For them that feared the Lord. Right. And keep going.
It says, and that thought upon his name.
Right. That thought upon his name. What is the name of the God that is doing these things. You know, what is his name? What is his son's name? That's what the scriptures say, right? Keep going up.
Verse 17, it says, "And they shall be mine, saith the Lord of hosts, in that day when I make up my jewels."
Right. And now the Lord is making up his jewels right now. Okay? See, a lot of people are going to realize that they have faith. Their faith is like, hey, man. Okay? So when the Lord put them through certain tests, the Lord, that faith that they have is going to be gone.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep. And that's what we see today with these other so-called Israelites. You know,
Falling out and stuff like that.
falling out, yeah. So they got put through certain things, and they just got weak. You know, and they couldn't take it.
Like that nigga, who they said murdered his woman from IUIC. That nigga got fat. He got weak.
Yep.
He got weak. You know, and IUIC over there, what is it? Preparing marriages and shit like that. You just basically put that woman with her murderer, man.
Yep.
Which it was all the Lord's judgment. That's what the Lord wanted.
Yep.
You know, but that man, if he was anywhere near a decent man, okay, when shit got real, if he would have got into an argument with his woman,
Yep.
you know, he'd been like, see what I said, I'm bringing you to counsel. See, over here at Great Millstone, we said that ain't a part of the doctrine, man. The doctrine, ain't no scriptures in the Bible that talks about a woman bring her man to counsel.
Yeah, that's unlawful.
Hey, when in the law, right? When a man was ended up with a woman, right? And that man seen that this woman wasn't a decent woman, right? Did that man go to that woman and say, "Hey, I'm done with you"? No, it was a certain order that he had to go through.
Yep.
He had to go to the elders and say, this woman is not right. You know, you go to the father, this woman that you gave me ain't right. So how do they handle that situation? They go to the elders. Hey, this is the token of her virginity. You know, you done laid down with my woman. Now you can't put her away. But niggas is laying down with these women that ain't righteous. And the scriptures talk about who can find a righteous woman.
Yeah, she wants to know what's going on.
Can I redo?
You said redo?
Can I?
You talking about?
She want to know what we're about. We told her a little bit.
Right.
Okay.
She said she didn't know it according to the Bible.
We don't need no picture. Yeah, no picture.
God is the one that promoted racism and all
She
that.
want give her our site.
Okay. Well, our site is you can type in Great Millstone Israelites with GMS Israelites. But you say
No, I don't have a pen. I don't have a pen.
I kept saying from now on, I gotta start bringing the pin out. We explained to her fate,
right.
and what's going to happen to her,
Right.
what happened to our women, sex slaves, concubines, picking cotton in the field, whatever the men of the Lord decide to take you and do,
Right.
because y'all did it to us, right? So let's get that, Isaiah 14:21.
Yeah. Now you
We're gonna
believe
show
you
you.
asked her if she believes in the Bible?
She does.
You
She
believe in the
believes
Bible?
God. Yeah, that's why we went there.
Okay.
That's what I saw in the museum.
You saw that in the museum?
I told him, like,
Hey, brother. We got to.
Isaiah 14:21.
Got to be. Got to
they
be.
don't mind.
They don't mind.
Yeah, that's it. It's Isaiah 14:21. It says, "Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers."
Right, and the father, if you're a so-called white woman, your father is Esau according to the Bible. Okay, basically, I don't know what your perspective is, but it's not like boom, something happened to nothing, like evolution, and now all of a sudden 1,000 white people just came out of nowhere. Basically everybody on this planet has somebody that started that lineage. And the Bible talks about that. Like some people can't explain why the so-called Chinese man look the way that they do.
Yeah, I know.
So it talks about the fathers, okay, the iniquity of the fathers. When you go into the book of Genesis, okay, it talks about what Esau did. Okay, now keep going up.
Yeah. No, it says that they do not rise nor possess the land.
And what the so-called white man did to possess the land, the so-called Native Americans was already living here. What they did, they came over here and slaughtered them. Yeah, you can take pictures of
Give her
them.
the scripture on history. She went to the Black Waxing Museum.
That's why I went.
Deuteronomy 28:68. So she could get some history according to the Bible.
Oh, you talking about the one in D.C.?
Here.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
I had
there.
one.
Yeah.
She went to the Black.
Where you from?
I'm finishing
She's
college.
from Europe.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I've been there years ago.
Reading the scripture to show you everything that you see in that museum is in the Bible.
Deuteronomy 28.
The whole chapter,
Yeah. What the hell they got up in there, man? In that wax museum, anyway.
like showing slavery.
Oh, really?
Slavery, yeah.
There's one I remember. There's one I remember. They had a so-called black man up in there, up in like this little barrel, like a fish barrel or
And
something
it
like
says
that.
there with the stones.
Yeah, something like
And
that. They
he
had
says,
blood all
I
over.
believe in God.
They had blood all over. Yep.
Yes, they stoned him basically.
Yeah, that's it. Yep.
Yeah.
This is Deuteronomy 28:68.
Show me what, I'll take picture. I'll show you the picture of this. The guy who was stoned.
Yeah.
It's Deuteronomy 28 and 68. This one here. It says, "And the Lord shall bring into Egypt again with ships."
Right, and when the so-called white man brought the Negroes into slavery, you know, he stacked our people up.
So,
Okay.
Okay, my question is,
Uh-huh.
if the white man wouldn't bring slaves to the United States, we wouldn't have racism?
Well, no, racism has been there since the beginning. You gotta know where would you think where did racism begin at?
I think it's a white man's job.
You said it's the white man's job.
Yeah.
Well, racism is in the scriptures because first off, Deuteronomy 7:6, the one who you call God is a racist.
But
I'm gonna get it.
God is racist.
God is a racist.
what's the one in Leviticus 20? I think it was how separate you from other people. The
I
76
did the report about Aryans who came to India and they formed India and they were white population and that was the one that's like 3,500 years ago and that was the first form of racism as well
Right.
because they overpopulated part of India.
Now, racism wasn't a white versus black thing, you know,
Yeah,
because
it
you have
was
certain.
before.
Now, when you go into the word race, you know, it talks about families. You know, like when we talk about the family of Esau, the so-called white man. Okay, you have some Edomites who are, you know, predominantly white, but some Edomites can have melanin. You know, so it's not about white and black. You know,
Yeah.
but that's where from the so-called white man's perspective, that's what they look at it as. You know, but you got that Deuteronomy 28 and 7 and 6.
It's Deuteronomy 7 and 6. It says, "For thou people, for thou art an holy people."
Right, holy means set apart. Okay, so the people that's on this side, the Lord set them apart. He gave them laws, statutes, commandments that they're supposed to live by and what they're supposed to be doing to each other. Okay, keep going. And how we're supposed to serve the Lord. Okay, He gave, when we came from Egypt, He gave us covenants. Okay, the agreement of what we're supposed to be doing. Okay, you can keep going.
Yeah. It says, "For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God." The Lord
And
thy
this is not our doing because you can't make yourself an Israelite. You know, I can't just say, "Hey, I'm an Edomite," and just die again and just become an Edomite, a so-called white man. You either born that way or you're not. You know, you got it.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself,
Right.
above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Above everybody. That's the Lord is racist. It's also in what's that, second Esdras? I mean, 6 to 54.
So we can get there. Hold on the pocket.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you something real crazy, because you do believe in the Bible, right? Okay. We have a believer.
Gotta start there.
We have a believer.
You got it. Second Esdras 6 and I get it.
Okay.
I get it.
You gotta
My
believe.
hand's good. I can get it.
All right.
You gotta believe, at least in the scriptures.
You got a believer. You're a believer.
Otherwise, it's just a waste of time.
All right. This is
Because the church is just going.
Get on back here.
They're going to sing you a song and all that stuff.
Let's show you. We're going to show you now. This book is the apocryphal, hidden book.
This is part of the 1611 that was taken out because the Roman Catholics racist that they were.
No pictures. Don't take
No,
no
I
pictures.
want
Right.
No pictures.
No more pictures.
It's not a spectacle, okay?
Second Ezra 6:54. And after these, Adam also, who thou
Right, 'cause
made.
you might say that we all come from Adam, right? You believe in the Bible, you believe in Adam and Eve, right? Keep it Israelite, got it.
Right. That's all right. That's fine. Who made us the Lord of all thy creatures, right? The Lord made Adam all the creatures. Of him come we all, right? We all come from Adam, okay? And the people also whom thou hast chosen. Wait a minute, the Lord has a chosen people. Okay. Goes on. And after these, Adam also whom thou hast made us. Well, let me go to 55.
So the Jesus should not choose the people.
You said Jesus?
We'll get to that. As for the other people which also come from Adam, thou hast said that they are likened to the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. Right?
Right.
Really meaning they're nothing.
Right.
And now the Lord, behold, these heathen which have ever been reputed as nothing. Right? Let me read that again. Listen to this. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen which have ever been reputed as nothing have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. That's what happened with slavery. The so-called white race and all the other heathens, because we broke the laws against the Heavenly Father, then what happened was the Lord put us in captivity, right? And I'll read that real quick too. Deuteronomy 28:15.
All right.
It says, here we go. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Now, when you go on down, you'll read all the curses that the Lord gave to us, right? He even said, the Lord shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Right.
What was slavery? You saw that. They had a yoke of iron, or we had a yoke of iron around our neck. We was hung on trees.
Yep.
See, the white man knew we was the real Jews. That's why they hung the one you call Jesus on the tree, right? Then they hang Jesus on the tree. Why was they hanging Negroes on trees? Because they knew the Negroes in America are the real Jews. It's all in the Bible. We don't got time to teach the whole lesson. But if you are Edomite, according to the Bible, then you are Edomite. We now know that. You're going to have to go into slavery. Now, it depends on which brother will take you. And either you're going to be in a field or you're going to be, and this is in the future when America goes down.
Yeah, America's going down.
She knows it. There you go. Hey, y'all hear that? She said America's going down. This Edomite woman knows the truth.
It's going down very fast.
It's going to go down very fast. So your fate, you're going to have to be aware of your fate. And we just told you. Are you accepting and willing to hear your fate? Okay, there you go. There you go. There you go. You're looking at your masters. You're looking at your next rulers on this planet.
When the one who you call when the one who she called Jesus, when he comes back,
right,
he's going to set order onto this world.
Right, right. Under the house of David. But he's going to set up men. And I don't know if I'm the elect, because he's only going to save an elect. Mm-hmm. We don't know. But ultimately, all Israel, all these crazy Negroes you see, they're going to be good. That's why they shoot each other, killing each other. They're under curse.
Yeah, the so-called white man's men.
Okay. All right.
One more part of your fate is that
all right.
A lot of you other nations women are going to be very accustomed to so-called Black Latino men. We like to
have sex. In other words.
We like to have sex. So
are you willing to be a concubine? Are you willing to be a concubine? Are you willing to accept whatever we give you?
Yeah, that's
I don't know.
Okay, all right. So that's all right. That's all right. You will though. All right. I know you got a little pride, but you will. Oh, that's why the Lord had you go to that museum. And after that museum, you came here.
Yeah, but you
right?
have freedom of speech.
We didn't have freedom of speech. We're not saying this now. We're not saying, oh, we're going to grab you and rape you. No, we're not saying that.
I'm saying you have freedom.
We have freedom of speech, but you have to know,
I don't think so.
and most of you white women
Freedom
know.
of speech anymore, anyway.
Well, most of you white women know. Y'all know what the deal is. Y'all know. Okay, what's your name again?
Erica.
What is it?
Erica.
Erica?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. She got that accent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have
yeah,
accent. I always have accent.
Okay, yeah, okay.
All right. Thank
Well, we here every week. You know,
you. Okay.
you want to come back and hear more of your faith and more about the Bible? We'd be glad to tell you.
Okay.
All right? All right. Man, she's going to be all right.
She got like a demon on her, man.
She's a picture demon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Scriptures.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Too many.
And we're gonna end it on this scripture right here because we were talking about the iniquities of Esau.
Lion? Hey, well, you ain't lying?
God.
Well, it's a way to do it.
Yeah. We never do that. We never had nobody do that.
I know. Cut your hair, cut your fingernails.
Yeah.
Like, what you know, we gotta be spiritual and understand that. But
Some things you got to know what to say to.
no, talking about something.
Yeah, on this scripture. Get another smack.
Oh yeah, it'd be done in one hit. It'd be done in one hit with a knob.
How y'all close it?
Yeah, we're going. Okay,
Okay,
alright.
go ahead, brother.
Okay, so this is Habakkuk 2 and let's say Habakkuk 2 and 15.
Yeah, because this is one of the iniquity of Esau, man.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. It says, "Woe to him that giveth his neighbor drink."
Right.
Oh,
They talking about we supposed to be brothers and stuff like that, right? But you gave our people this wicked ass philosophy, man. Okay, that you can be a rebellious child and stuff like that. You know,
God.
you got it out.
Yeah. It says that putteth thy battle to him. It says, and maketh him drunken also.
Right. Now, a lot of our people are drunk on the philosophies of Esau, man.
Yep.
You know, some people come into this truth, right? And they see the scriptures, right? They see it, and they want to start trying to make money off of it.
Yep.
Come on, how you gonna try to make money off the Lord's word, man?
Yep. Make a profit. I guess people, take the word profit and profit.
Yeah.
It's try to, I don't know. It says that thou mayest look, Salakia, that thou mayest look on their nakedness.
Right. And that's what Esau did, man. He made our people naked. Our people are bare. Okay?
Yep.
You got some Israelites that spiritually, they just got on the garments, but they ain't got nothing on under it.
Yep.
And some Israelites, supposed to be a warrior. You supposed to be a warrior, but you walking out there with nothing.
Spirit of Jane.
Right. That's what I was thinking about. Right. They ain't got no armor. They ain't got on the armor of the Lord, but they out here claiming that they Israelites.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got on Esau's spiritual war armor. Niggas that have a Edomite gun and shit. But that's a part of the nakedness, man. Our people being carnal. So, with that, if any other brother got any point, that they want to make, man, well, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakal Kudash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Okay, and the sincere Shalom to all the Akim out here that's going and pushing the work in truth and in sincerity. Shalom and death to America.
Shalom, death to America.